What's good? What's up, guys? You're now tuned into double.L_bone 92 TV. That's double L bone 92 TV. Here for your entertainment, your engagement, and your enjoyment. This Triple E's Steez, y'all. And today I want something. Nah, it ain't your money like I usually want. It ain't that. Today I want black people to shut the fuck up. I want black people, all black people. You see the tone right here. Ain't nothing racist going on. I want black people to shut the fuck up. Cause recently I've been hearing about black people having a desire to run Asian stores out of their neighborhoods and whatever. Yeah, shit. My nigga, I am so tired of motherfucking black people complaining. I need to vacuum my shit once I get it back started. I want black people to shut the fuck up about everything. I want black people to shut the fuck up about oppression. I want black people to shut the fuck up about reparations. I want black people to shut the fuck up about racism. I want black people to shut the fuck up about everything, my nigga. You know why? Because black people don't look out for each other. I'm tired of all this keeping it in the race by all races in this here nation. Because black people, y'all don't fuck with each other. Y'all just like every other race. Y'all kill each other of your own kind. Y'all steal from others. Y'all lie to each other. We all do each other dirty. So where's the complaint? Where's the complaint? And you know what? With all this said, it's not even the black man's fault. As the black man didn't even ask to be here. And I understand black people. I understand us. We came a long way in this nation. We came a long way in this nation just to be dependent. Black people invented a lot. Black people had their intelligence torn down to evolve into this gangster, ignorant motherfucker who think books aren't cool, who think learning about anything isn't dope. Black people always want to fight. Black people always want EBTs. And guess what? We're oppressed to the point that we allowed it to happen. We are literally oppressed to the point that we allowed it to happen. I don't understand why y'all are all about black this, black that. We came from kings and shit. We was kings and shit. And we were. Mansa Musa was the richest man of all time. 500 billion for motherfucking dollars to his name. You know what about Mansa Musa? I used to love history as a child. I learned about Joan of Arc. I learned about Genghis Khan. I learned about fucking the Black Plague. I constantly study this American Revolution, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, the Korean War before that. I studied I constantly, consistently studied those wars to this day from childhood. And I'm still learning facts about these wars. I learned about and back in school we learned about MLK, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks. I love studying history. And with all that said, I didn't learn about Mansa Musa until I was 20 years old, 22 years old, applying for a community college. A black administrator had showed me about Mansa Musa at the age of 22, back in 2014, in community college. This man had 500 B's to his name. This nigga was so rich, he gave gold away. He gave gold away. You know, if you only had like $1 million or more, you can only wrap it around the world once. If you were to have $1 billion, you can wrap it around the world a couple of more times, then stack it up all the way to the sky, past space, and even reach the moon with it. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go inside my phone getting hot. We went from Mansa Musa to Mansa Musa to being sold by other Africans as a result of being the losing tribe as a result of being the losing tribes in wars and stuff. Got sent to America. Got the prize of education, so we wouldn't fight back to our freedom, our limited freedom, Jim Crow Act and all. To building black cities, to them being destroyed in massacres from 1910s all the way to the 1920s, and even before that. To civil rights, to finally being able to mingle around white people without it being a problem, without it being an issue. to gangs, to drug dealing, to shooting and killing each other, robbing each other. We came a long way from being who we were to being who we are now. And I say all that to say, we're all about reparations and black this, black that. And it's like, why? When we don't even fucking care about each other. We literally do not care about each other. If we're not kin, which the majority of black families don't even give a fuck about each other to begin with. If we're not kin to each other, we're not gonna give a fuck about each other. Like, we already didn't care about each other a long time ago. When we were black tribes warring with each other, and the losing tribes were prisoners of war, sold as slaves, and sent overseas. And now we're sitting here bitching about Asians being in our neighborhood with their stores. And if we had such a problem with that, now we're bitching about Arabs running stores in our neighborhood, Indians running stores in our neighborhood. But when's the last time you ever seen a black-owned convenience store? When the last time you ever seen a black person go out their way to run their own convenience store, own their own convenience store? I think I seen one black lady in South Carolina with her own convenience store. And I think it was hers and nobody else's, because I think it was hers and nobody else's, because she was the only one I saw there at the time. And she had to smell good in that motherfucker. She had incense going off and everything. I even told her you got it smelling good up in this motherfucker. She said thank you and everything. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I think I seen one black person run their own convenience store, and there was a black ass lady wearing a scarf around her head. It seemed like she ran it solely from what I saw, but that's the only black owned convenience store I've ever seen. I think I've ever seen. I don't even know if she ran it solely by herself, owned it and all. But yeah, I'm hearing about black people want to run Asian people in their convenience stores out of their neighborhoods and stuff. And I think I heard it all started because a Korean store owner shot a black person, a black boy. Bro, that been happening since the fucking 90s with that Latasha girl. You remember Tupac's lyrics from that one song? Little Latasha showed grown, tell the lady at the liquor store that she's forgiven, so come home. But yeah, that shit's been happening. And if from what I heard recently is true, then that means y'all want to take something that's been happening and make it sound like it's brand fucking new. It may have been new to this era, but it's been happening. Why the fuck we gotta run that Asians out of black neighborhood? You're buying from them. You been buying from them. I buy from Asians. I love Chinese food. There's even a portrayal of a black person getting shot in 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying movie. There's a portrayal of black people beefing with Koreans in the very beginning of Menace to Society. And where did they get those ideas from those movies from? It must have happened in real life, which it can only mean that it's been fucking happening. Why are we beefing with Asians? Why are we beefing with Arabs now? Why are we beefing with Indians now? The motherfuckers didn't do nothing to us. Cause we're not gonna beef with the motherfuckers who segregated us, made us drink from different water fountains, hung us from trees. We ain't beefing with the motherfuckers who massacred and bombed our cities. We're not beefing with the motherfuckers who kept us in slavery for hundreds of years until one day it was abolished. We're not beefing with those niggas, and we never will. And now they let us live among them. They've allowed us to live among them. And we're still mad at them over something we're not going to do anything about. Like y'all so quick to beef with another black man, but all silent and compliant. Won't even put up a fight when a police officer puts handcuffs behind your back. And I'm not trying to incite or ignite anything. I don't want to beef with us and the other races. And y'all shouldn't either, because y'all constantly complain about the past and have done nothing about it now. So why are y'all mad? It's the past. Let it go. We're not even from the eras where that happened. At least not the generation that was born in the 80s and the 90s, the 20s, the 2010s. We know nothing about that. We just seen it in the history books and seen it in black and white on the documentaries. And it is important that we see that history. It's important to see that this nation wasn't all peaches and cream.